Somké and the Fire Five. We're back at the OG yard. You see it. Del Rossi versus Grisby. This is a boxing match. Man, this was a great match right here. We got a lot of slips. We see the shoulder roll being implemented. Great distance management. Great shot placement. I mean, just a well-educated fight by our winner here. And I will say, as we say every single week, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. That's Street Beefs OG Yard, Del Rossi versus Grisby firefight. Moving on, taking you to Scrapyard. Street Beef Scrapyard. If you're trying to look this fight up, the title is on the screen. This is a boxing match between Masubi versus Tav. Heavyweight big boy boxing right here. These guys did not disappoint. I mean, the footwork is amazing between these two. The distance management was great. Beautiful slips and counters all throughout this fight. You don't see too much maneuvering by big guys to this degree. Usually, the pacing was there, the volume was there, and we had a very competitive match. I, for one, hope we get a rematch. Street Beef Scrapyard, Masubi versus Tab firefight. Taking you to the West Coast, Street Beef's West Coast. We at the Hot Box. Super Gremlin versus Crash. Yet another boxing match here. Man, look at that thumbnail. Crazy. This was a great match right here. Very gritty, in your face. Both of these men showing improvements from their last fight. Consistent haymakers all throughout this fight. All heart, all respect shown. But unfortunately, we had a mishap, and the fight had ended a little bit early here. Hopefully, these guys can come back and give us a full match. Street Beefs West Coast, Super Gremlin versus Crash firefight. Moving on to Street Beef Scrapyard. You see it. You trying to look this fight up? The title is right there on the screen. This is a boxing match yet again between Tilla versus some Weeb in Red. Man, this was a high level boxing match right here. Both of these guys, top of their game, very competitive, high IQ on display here. We see the pressure, we see the combinations. Both of the men showing great defense in the heat of action, and very entertaining. And man, definition of a firefight. Street Beef Scrapyard, Tilla versus some Weeb in Red firefight. And we're going to end things off at the Hot Box. That's Street Beefs West Coast. You see it. For our final boxing match of the night, Iron Sosa versus El Cochino. Oh man, this was one of those fights where both men had two different styles and they clashed, and it was amazing to see. Explosive. I mean, the combinations were there, the haymakers were there. These guys were trying to take each other out. The head slips were there. This was a very entertaining fight right here. Very much a firefight right here. Street Beefs West Coast, Iron Sosa versus El Cochino, Somké and the Fire Five.